All right, hello there, and welcome to another quick update for the startup. This will be very short because the first week I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to work on the startup, but let's just jump right in. This is the website in its current state. What has changed? Well, we added some podcasts, meaning that we now have some podcasts that I listen to and their sponsors in here. As you can see, some of these icons are still lower quality, like for example, this ZocDoc one, and some of them also don't have a description yet. This is still in the works. For some of them, the description was easy to get. For some of them, I still need to do a better job. What I did right now is I just went with the description tag of the website, and that worked out mostly fine. But for some of them, they don't have a good one, and then that didn't work. Maybe I can also quickly explain. The problem was also for some of the descriptions. There's an auto redirect from the website to the German version because I'm in Germany, and then the description is in German. But obviously, this should be, at least at first, an international website with all English descriptions. So I had to set up like a proxy where my requests basically go through a proxy, which is then in the US, and then the websites don't redirect to a German website because the request comes from a US IP. So I did that. I also wrote the podcast scraper. This was actually quite easy because most of the information that is necessary for the rendering of the sponsors is already in an RSS feed, so that's easy. The images quality, I also tried to improve that, but yeah, it wasn't as easy. Basically did some different approaches like scraping and getting the HTML. Now I have a friend of mine look into another way where you search images on Google and take the first 5 results and then try to do it like this. This approach seems to be better than what I've tried so far, but also not fully reliable. We'll see how that turns out. And then I also talked to a company that has an AI agent that goes to the website and tries to find the logo. And that supposedly is the most robust way to do it. I will see. They said that they will provide me with a API to get the images. We'll see how that works. And I think I will also use an AI agent to get the description, or like maybe just an API call is fine. Basically just ask GPT like, hey, I have this sponsor, let's say ZocDoc. Can you quickly look this up online and describe what ZocDoc does? And then use that as a description. And that's probably more reliable than a scraper that can break or gives uncertain results. I also removed all the Amazon links from the results, mainly because Amazon has some special cases where, it doesn't reliably work yet. But I can make it work, and in the future I will eventually do that. So that's basically the progress. Also, what I did is I slightly modified the search. If you remember last time when I searched for VPN, we got a bunch of unnecessary results. Now at least we get only relevant results because I basically excluded all the URLs from the query, and that was actually, as I had suspected, what caused a bunch of these really weird search results. So this is better, but it's not perfect yet. So here's what I'm gonna work on next. First of all, make all the descriptions work. Second, get higher quality images, because here, for example, NordVPN has like bad image quality, so I need to fix that. Probably with an agent, but maybe there's a robust scraper that can work as well. All the descriptions, this will also be likely an API call for AI. Then adding more products. Right now we're at like more than 200, I think, but I want to get to more than 1,000. Then for the search, right now like only literal search works, meaning like, okay, I search for a VPN, it only returns me pages that are actually mentioning VPN. But there might be other ones here that are also VPNs, but maybe don't have VPN in their name or in their description. So the search needs to be a bit more intelligent. I'll need to look into how to do that, but very likely it will be something, again, with AI that has a bit more context understanding. Maybe I need to add to the database a more comprehensive description that wouldn't be in this short description here, but that would be able to be searched for a more comprehensive and intelligent search than just this. And another thing, I just don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do that in the next 2 weeks, but the default page right now is this, which is like an unfiltered, just all the products, and you can just infinitely scroll. I don't know if that's the best way to do it. I think maybe if you're just new to the page, the best thing to show is like some categories and some overview. Maybe that's better. So that's something I'll look into. And right now, if you click on one of these cards, you get redirected to the sponsor directly. I think what might be better is if you click that you get a new page with some more context on what the sponsor is, except for like, of course, the short description and maybe even the clip where the podcaster or YouTuber talks about the sponsor. So that is, I think, not something for the next 2 weeks, but eventually I will get to that, and maybe I'll start working on this already. So yeah, that's basically the update. I now have 2 weeks that should be quite uninterrupted in terms of time, so I should have a lot of time to work on the startup the next 2 weeks and hope to make a bunch of progress there. Let's end the video with thanks for sticking around with these updates, and yeah, let's see how the next 2 weeks go. Thank you a lot. See ya.